Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today in this video we are going to be reading the entire first part basically of the Percy Jackson series. It's the Percy Jackson and Olympian series is what we're reading. I have finished the first one. It's kind of tore up at this point. Have not started the second one, but I currently have it. But yeah. What was I going to do? Oh. So we are going to be reading the entire Percy Jackson series. Obviously not the entire, but we're going to be reading the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I'm very excited to get into this. The first one was so good. I've already seen the show, but I've not watched the movies. The first one was so good. I really enjoyed reading it. I feel like there was a lot of stuff they should have included. I'm sorry, but the pink poodle, them selling the pink poodle, I feel like that should have been included. I can't remember if it was in the show or not. I don't think it was. They should have included the little bull things running at him that Ares made. I feel like they should have included all the stuff at the end, with him in the Ares fight and all the police and stuff coming and them seeing basically a gunfight. They didn't really talk about that a lot in the show, I don't think. I don't know about the movies. But I feel like they should have included that stuff. But it was such a good book. I really enjoyed it. So all I've watched of the show was basically the first book, so all of this stuff is going to be new to me because I've not seen the movies either. So all of this is going to be completely new to me. I have no idea what's going to happen in that book, but I am excited to get into it. The first one was really good, but I'm excited to get into the second one. So I'm currently waiting at the bus stop right now. I have this cute little white fit on because I have an event that I'm going to, and then I have two meetings basically after that. So we have some stuff to do today, and then when I get home I kind of want to do some laundry and clean my room. I probably should have did that before, but we did not have time. I also wanted to start, oh my god, sorry, it's really bright out here. I also wanted to start the second Percy Jackson book because I have not started it yet. I did kind of read the back, so I kind of understand where it's kind of going with it. I do know that he stays, wait, no. Does he? I can't even remember now. I may have to reread the back again. But I have not, I don't know anything that happens, don't know any spoilers. I have no clue what is supposed to be happening in the second book or dang near for the rest of the series, basically. I know that some few stuff. But, yeah. So I'm excited to get reading that. We do have a lot going on, so I am probably going to be reading on the bus and won't be recording myself, but, yeah, I'll try. Okay, I still have a little bit before my event, and I wanted to get some food. So I got, peanut butter slices, or apples and peanut butter, and then some apples and caramel, which I've been eating. It's so good. And I just want something little because we are for my first meeting, we are having Domino's pizza, so that would be pretty good. But I have been reading Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters. I'm on chapter 6. I'm loving it. I kind of knew as soon as they introduced Tyson and he was bigger and Percy wouldn't look at his face and stuff that he was going to be some sort of something. I knew it. I knew he was going to be some sort of something, and he's a cyclone or Cyclops. I'm loving this book so far. They showed up to Camp Half-Blood. There's already a huge fight scene. Clarice is still a B-I-T-C-H. Sorry, there was somebody walking into this pizza shop I'm sitting outside of. I don't want to look crazy. I can't believe they sat there and saved Clarice and she's still a little. So we learned that Percy did end up staying for school and then tried to go back in the summer, but they didn't want him to because Thalia's tree has been poisoned. I think it's by somebody in the underworld. I don't believe Luke would really be the one to poison her, but I think Kronos would have sent somebody. But I don't think Luke would have poisoned Thalia. I really don't. To be honest, maybe. But I really don't believe it. I am noticing that they are described different than what I'm seeing in the show, which doesn't really matter because they don't really describe skin tones. It's just hair color that I'm noticing. So I think the TV show did a good adaptation of the first book, at least. We haven't seen the other ones. And I have not seen the movies yet, which I need to do, since I'm now reading the full series. Definitely need to finish it. I don't know, now we're learning about some prophecy. Well, not really, but he's a part of some prophecy. And, I don't know, prophecy kids always get the bad stuff in life. So I don't think he's gonna be doing so well. But yeah. So Chiron also got kicked out for poisoning Thalia because Disonius just needed to blame somebody. I hate Disonius, I'm sorry. I really do. I don't like him. I liked him in the show. I kind of thought he was funny and sarcastic. I don't like him in the book at all whatsoever. Do not like him. But it is good so far, and I'm like where it's going with this. I also miss Grover, and I want him back. I need to bring him back into the fold. Okay, first event meeting's over. I'm now gonna be, because we have like 30 more minutes till our next meeting, and I'm probably just gonna be sitting by this tree reading. I did read like another chapter while I was waiting for my Uber to get there. So I read past chapter 6 to chapter 7. And so what I really noticed specifically in that chapter was a lot of the Luke, like comparing himself to Luke, and I loved the whole Aphrodite like house and their like Pegasus thing. I love that. I love it. I want to see the Pegasus so bad. And then I love the little chariot race with those birds. Like, it's making me think maybe Luke is trying to send stuff to the camp, but I don't know. I just don't feel like he would do that to Annabeth or Thalia, which is funny because I'm sitting under a tree. Thalia's a tree. So yeah, I just thought all of this was pretty interesting. And I'm probably going to continue reading for the next 30 minutes. But I also wanted to get some writing done, so I might do that too. So I have been reading more of Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters. I have 2 more chapters left. I'm on chapter like 20. I'm chapter 20. So we did figure out that it was Luke, pretty much, who did it, who poisoned Thalia. Which I can't believe. What's been happening so far has been so great. I'm really excited to see it on screen, like the whole, them going to the Sea of Monsters, especially like Clarice's like boat with all the ghosts on it. I'm really excited to see that, and the boat with all the monsters on it, that like the cruise ship. And just because I really attained that what's the word? Like it really stuck with me, that Odysseus story when he did travel in the Sea of Monsters. So like seeing those monsters like with Percy Jackson was really interesting, and seeing how he interacted with them and how like him and Annabeth interacted with them. So it's been really interesting to see, and I want to see it on the big screen, especially like Cersei. She's turning people into guinea pigs now. Girl. And she done got Blackbeard. Yeah. So it's pretty good. They just fought Luke again. I'm pretty sure they defeated him again. Hold on. Yeah. They just defeated Luke again. They got the Golden Fleece and saved Grover from Cyclops. And I can't remember if we found... I can't remember his name now. It's gone. Hold on. Oh yeah, well, Chiron and all his family came and helped them fight like the monsters and stuff with Luke. So that was pretty fun. I loved it. Loved everything about it. Tyson, that's who I'm thinking of. I don't think he's showed back up yet. I don't think he's dead though. But I'm just wondering where he's at. I think we're going to find out in the last 2 chapters. So I'm going to finish this, and I don't think I'm going to start the 3rd one, but I'll most likely do that tomorrow. That whole ending was insanity. So I did forget, I think last clip I did say that I think they didn't find Tyson. He did end up coming back for that last like Cyclops, like not Cyclops war, but when Luke tried to attack him, and then the monsters came, but then the Minotaur, I can't say that word, centaurs came. And he decided, and then his dad ended up giving him like an internship under the water. So that's where he's at right now. And then it ended with Thalia coming back to life. You're serious? So season 2, Thalia is coming. I mean, we already got the fan cast for her for the show. She will be here next season. She's coming. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved the ending. I loved when he found out. I love how you just kind of knew. And her eyes are so blue. And, like, I just love that she came back. I love everything about the ending. The series is going so well so far. So the next book that I have to read is Percy Jackson, The Olympians, Titan's Curse. So that's what I'm going to be starting probably definitely tomorrow. Because I'm kind of tired and I want to go to bed a little earlier than I normally do. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I have started a little bit of The Titan's Curse, Percy Jackson. I'm currently just waiting for my next bus. I'm on chapter, 4 now. So Thalia and Annabeth have went to, a all-girls school that's kind of close to camp. So they're in school in New York, because Thalia did come back. Grover, I guess, went to another school to start looking for more kids and found kids named Nico and Bianca, and I do know who they are, kids of Hades. I know that for a fact. But I did not know that Bianca, okay, let's just, hold on. Then they, fought a Centaur, I think is what it's called. And because that was the teacher that was trying to steal Bianca and Nico, and Percy tried to go after the thing itself, then obviously it didn't go so well. Had to get some help. Annabeth, disappeared. We don't know where she's at right now. She didn't really die, but she's, gone. Don't know where she's at. We met Artemis, who helped them defeat the Centaur, which Artemis is the goddess of hunt or whatever. She's the one that won't have sex, whatever, all that, a twin to Apollo. So we met her, and she has, the group of huntresses or whatever. They're, immortal unless they fall in battle or they betray her oaths or whatever. And Bianca, I did not know this, but I guess Bianca decided to join them and leave Nico, which I think is stupid. I also thought they were twins. I didn't know Nico was younger, which is interesting, I guess, because he's, a year younger or something than her, a couple years, I don't know. That was a little interesting fact. So I've been reading this, and I think the huntresses are going to go to camp with them for a while, and they're going to go back to camp, and they're going to take Nico to camp. Because that was the whole point, was them going there to find Grover and take those kids back to camp. So that's what's happening. Thalia, I don't know how I'm feeling about Thalia, because I do love Percy since the first 2 books, and I feel like she's almost kind of taking his place a little bit, especially with, Annabeth and Grover. And he's sensing that too, and I think he's not trying to be as jealous, but I would definitely be jealous. So I'm not really sure my feelings of her yet. I have to see how her and Percy interact a little bit more. Right now I am kind of just a little bit mad at her, because I'm like, you just came out of a tree and all of a sudden now you're the baddest god, or demigod. Yeah, which I understand. I mean, she's the daughter of Zeus. She knows probably more stuff than Percy, because Chiron actually taught her, but I don't know. Percy, I still believe he's obviously the god or the child of the prophecy, so it's just the fact that she could come in and steal that. I don't like that. And now I can see why Artemis doesn't mess with boys and she does not like men, because of the way her brother treats her, coming in talking about some little sis. Are we gonna argue? Do you guys need help with archery? He's such a misogynist. That's why she don't like men. It's because of her brother. Started here, chapter 4 is when we meet him. He pulls up in a nice car, though. Hey guys, I've been horrible. I can't record myself reading ever because I just read sporadically. I've been reading Percy Jackson, though, and that's what we're updating. I am loving it. Another quest. And again, Percy wasn't chosen to go on it. Went on it again anyways. We just found out, thanks to Aphrodite, because she wants to go find Annabeth. And I think, because I have seen a thing where, she holds up the world, and I think that's what Annabeth's doing. And, they had Artemis, because Artemis is also missing. That's why the hunters are going to look for Artemis, came down and, healed her. And Luke is helping. I really hate him. I'm really, really, really hating him. Hating him a lot. Also, oh my gosh, I knew as soon as, Bianca said something about DC and being in, or before that being in like a hotel or whatever, and she couldn't really remember much. And then Nico also saying he couldn't really remember much. I knew they were in the Lotus, but I didn't know that they were in there for like something. I think it was like 80 something years. She's been 12 for that long. That's a long time. Or it's like 50, I can't remember. But that's insanity that they were in there that long, and I wonder, because that does confirm for me that I think they are Hades kids. Because they just randomly got pulled out when all of a sudden, like, the prophecy stuff came out. So that's interesting. I'm really finding some interesting stuff right now. Yeah, now that Hepatitis, I don't know how to say his name, Hepatitis. That's what I'm gonna call him, Hepatitis, because I don't know how to pronounce his name. They're at his little shop or whatever, defeating robot monsters, and Bianca, well, no, not anymore. And Bianca has passed. That's what they think has happened because the thing, like, collapsed and she, like, stopped it. But they cannot find her. So I'm not really sure if she's dead or, like, just, like, lost. Like, or, like, I don't know. Or, like, stolen. I don't know. But that's really sad because Nico. But it's really good so far. I'm really loving it. I'm on, what chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 15. And there's like 20 chapters, so I have 5 more chapters left. I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna finish it today, but I do want to eat and take a nap because I'm tired. Long day. Long week. And it's my day off, finally. At the same place from when I last updated, but I wanted to just go ahead and finish it, or try to at least, because I need to go to sleep soon. I've been doing clearly a lot of writing. Have started my novel now, so that's some news. But yeah, I just want to finish the third Percy Jackson, so I can start the 4th and hopefully finish that tomorrow, because I want to try to finish the 5th on Friday, because I'm also going to a cabin this weekend. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Officially finished the 3rd book in the Percy Jackson Olympian series, The Titan's Curse. So I did like how Talia and Percy like started to interact later. Like I feel like they did start to develop a friendship and kind of an understanding of each other a little bit. But then she decided to join the Hunters, so the prophecy is not about her. We also basically got the confirmation when Nico found out about Bianca and sent the skeletons to basically the underworld. We did learn that he is the child of Hades, and that technically the oath wasn't broken since they were born how many years ago when they were stuck. Yeah, so technically the prophecy could be about Nico now. I don't know, but I'm loving this book. Zoe died. Oh my god. That made me so upset. Because I had a feeling if it wasn't going to be Talia, it was going to be Zoe as soon as we figured out that Atlas, the guy who holds up the sky, that's what it is. They weren't holding up the world, they were holding up the sky. Holds up the sky was her father. I was like, okay, well, she's going to be the one then if it's not Talia. But I was very upset about that. I'm not even going to lie. I am ready to see like the gray streaks in Annabeth and Percy's hair. Also, I thought Luke was dead. How is he not dead? How? Kronos has to be so powerful. Like because Luke literally fell on rocks. I don't know. But I'm in love with this series so far. I'm in love. So I'm gonna keep reading. I'm not gonna start the 4th one tonight, but I will definitely be starting it tomorrow. That, definitely. So I did make an oopsie whenever I brought the Percy Jackson book. I actually brought the 5th one instead of the 4th one because that's what I need to read. So I just got it on the Libby app and I'm reading it on my Kindle right now. I've read the first chapter so far. And we've witnessed vampire cheerleaders. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little quiet because I am in school right now. We just witnessed vampire cheerleaders. Gotta love it. Already first chapter and Percy's trying to get into a new school for 9th grade. Can't even do it. Vampire cheerleaders. Him and Annabeth were supposed to like go on like a date, which he says wasn't a date, but they were gonna go hang out, just them two at the movies. That sounds like date to me, sir. Sorry, I have this pimple, it's really irritating me. That sounds like date to me, sir. So, I don't understand why. Yeah, and then Elizabeth Dare, the one that we met in the 3rd book, where she was at the Hoover Dam and she saw right through the mist. She could see the creatures, she could see the sword, everything. She was at the school with him and she saw the vampires through the mist before he did. And I want to know more about her, but I know Annabeth is jealous of her because she goes, she's pretty, and he goes, I haven't thought about it. Yeah. You only said that because you knew Annabeth was going to be mad. But I guess now they can't go on their date because they have to worry about monsters and going back to camp. Like always, because he can't even go to school for a little bit. Just always back to camp. But yeah, that's where we're at in chapter 2 right now. I'm probably going to read a little bit more, and I'm doing my math class on Zoom. And it makes me, sometimes there's just points where it's just really boring, so I might read in between that. But yeah, it's going great so far. So I have been reading more. We have seen Nico. He is in the underworld trying to get Bianca back, obviously. And he needs to sacrifice somebody to get her back. And then we're telling about a maze. We also learn about the maze because that's where Luke is trying to send his men to go through because they figured out there's an entrance and then like a place in the maze to get through in camp. So I'm assuming he can get into the camp through the maze, and that's what he was trying to do. And Grover also believes that's where Pan's at, and he now only has a week to find Pan before done for. So I'm in chapter 4, that's what I'm doing right now. Annabeth breaks the rules. That's all I'm doing pretty good. I'm in love so far. I'm just reading till I go tie-dye shirts with some of my friends, and that's what we're doing. And then I'm gonna go home and maybe write some more. But I do want to start a Barnes & Noble because there's this What If book, and it's what if Scarlet Witch and Peter Parker were siblings, and I want that now in my possession, in my hands. So I might get that on the way home as well. But we're going to continue reading. So Annabeth finally got a quest, the one like she's been wanting one since she was 7 years old. And now I think one of them is going to have to die because there's death. I think the word death was incorporated. And she's bringing 3 with her instead of 2. She's only supposed to have 2. She's bringing Tyson as well as Grover and Percy. But I love that she finally gets a quest. And it's going to the maze. So, yeah. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Nico buys Happy Meals for the dead. Okay. Should have just saved it. So I just wanted to show a little clip of the cabin that me and my friends and stuff are staying at. This is where like I'm at. Obviously Lauren's probably gonna be right there. This is the downstairs. I'm not gonna go upstairs because I don't want to get everybody on camera. This is like the main downstairs area. They have an upstairs with another kitchen, and then the hot tub is like over there. And then upstairs they have like rows and rows of bunk beds, and that's where like all the games and stuff are at. I have been reading more Percy Jackson. And when I get the chance, because I do need to charge my camera, when I get the chance, I will do my little updates on that, and maybe if I don't look like a crazy person. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I am now, like, almost finished with, the Labyrinth, the fourth one of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Currently, I have like 4 chapters left, I think, but they have been in the maze. Whenever they were meeting, I can't remember his original name because we figured out who he was, but the new like training guy that was at the camp with the big dog, I had a feeling he wasn't a bad guy. Like, even when they started like theorizing that he was like gonna that he was gonna like join Luke or whatever, he technically still kind of helped Luke out, but you know, I don't think he necessarily chose sides. I mean, he still helped Percy, so I still felt like he was gonna have like a bigger part to play. I did not know he was gonna be Daedalus. I don't know how to say his name though, but the inventor, I did not know he was gonna be that. I am really liking this book though, because Icarus is my favorite Greek mythology story, so I'm loving reading it right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, Percy's so jealous of Rachel because they figured, I know Rachel was going to play an important role later too, just because they kept mentioning her, especially in this one. And then when they mentioned about how a mortal could see through the mist and like led them around the labyrinth, I was like, they're gonna bring Rachel in. I knew it just then. It's pretty crazy so far, and I hate Luke so much. I really hate him. But I do really feel bad for Nico. I knew as soon as he figured out about Bianca's death, something bad was going to happen, especially since he's the child of the literal underworld. And the fact that she came back and she was sending stuff to Percy and wasn't really talking to him, and basically only really came back to tell him to kind of leave her alone, broke my heart. Did definitely break my heart a little bit, I'm not even gonna lie. My heart breaks for Nico, and I want him to come back to camp and just, ugh. But I'm glad the Mino guy's dead. Yeah. So we're gonna continue reading, but I also need to do some homework while I'm doing this, and I might eat some grapes, so yeah. He found Pan? Telling me they found Pan. And he's the one that has to deliver the news Pan is dead. Stop talking! He has a giant dog now. The view we're working with right now, it's gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I have finished Percy Jackson in the Labyrinth. Kronos, I guess Luke decided to give his body and soul, everything over to Kronos to fight this war. And Kronos is now like basically inside of Luke's body and controlling, taking over Luke's body. So they're not really sure if Luke is fully gone yet. The lady has died. Yeah, and now they have a spin because they knew that Kronos was going to be coming. So that's kind of how it ended off. It's like Kronos was going to be coming and going to be getting them and take over Luke's body. And I'm kind of really not cool with Annabeth right now because she's just continuously like trying. I understand she grew up with Luke. He saved her life basically, but I mean, he betrayed you. He's going against everything you believe in. He gave his body to Kronos. So I just don't see how she's still trying to get him back and save him. He cannot be saved. But yeah, so I did read the first chapter of this, and there was already a battle. Sorry, Paul. Car's destroyed. That's his mom's new boyfriend, or I need them to get married because I do really like him.
And even Percy's dad came to meet him. So that was pretty cool. Like, Percy's dad came in general for Percy's birthday. Percy is about to be 16, so I'm almost positive the prophecy's coming along nicely. They just fought Kronos, and they just blew up the Prince Andromeda. So that's what we're on. So he finally got to see basically his kingdom, his father's kingdom. I want to see that on screen so bad. But now he has to go back and leave Tyson to help make more weapons, and they're fighting, and he won't let Percy fight, and we're about to hear the full prophecy, hopefully. I don't know, but I think a ladybug flew in my hair, and I don't know if it went out, so... Prophecy. Well, apparently Percy's gonna die when he turns 16. Also, Typhon, the giant mountain monster that was freed from under the mountain, is now destroying things. So I'm gonna love it. So then they got 5 days for both those things to happen. Alright, we're finally back from our little girls trip that we went on. We did go to Buc-ee's while we were down there, and I ended up getting a banana pudding candle. The best thing I've ever smelled in my life. I love it. I also got some banana pudding while I was down there. On the way back, I did read some more of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The whole river Styx scene and the Annabeth pulling him out, that I don't know, like, that tugged at my heartstrings a little bit for some reason. I don't know what it was with that, but I'm really enjoying this book so far. I'm enjoying the last battle. I'm enjoying, like, the stakes, like, everyone's, like, coming together, like, they had all the campers come, and, like, now they're in Mount Olympus, and, like, they're the ones defending it now. It's, like, the stakes are high, and I'm loving it. I love high-stakes fantasy. This is what it's giving, and I'm loving it. We're, like, halfway through. I think there may be a couple more, but this is, like, the last one in the set that I have, so this should be the last book, but I don't know if they add more to the story or not. But, yeah. I am excited to finish this and read this. I probably am going to do that. I'm probably going to light my candle and chill and do that. But I am kind of hungry, so I might eat first. But yeah, I'm loving and really enjoying the Percy Jackson series so far. Hey, okay. We're finishing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I did end up getting number 6. I can't remember what it's called, but number 6 of Percy Jackson on my Kindle. Downloaded it on Libby. But yeah, we're finishing this. We got pretty far. I'm loving seeing all, like, the fighting scenes. Like, I need to see this in real life. Not real life. That's horrible. But I just, like, imagine, like, you know, like, the big shots in, like, Friends or, like, How I Met Your Mother. Like, I just imagine that city just completely rampaged with monsters and demigods, and it in my brain, it just looks awesome. So I'm really enjoying what's happening so far. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I want to be there. I actually want to be a demigod. I want to be Hades' child. I want to be Hades' child, because I think Nico is so cool. Like, he just came in, he's raising the dead, and he's just like, and then Hades riding on the chariot with Persephone and I can't remember her name, but I love her too. I love Persephone and Hades. I love when they have, like, romance books. Yes. Yes. Rachel just became the new Oracle of Delphi, and she already is spewing out a prophecy. Another one. Great prophecy, the next one. Great. this, and I'm just gonna read this out for you guys. With a huge cheer, they carried us down the hill, but they kept us close enough to hold hands. Annabeth was laughing, and I couldn't help laughing too, even though my face was completely red. We held hands right up to the moment they dumped us in the water. Afterward, I had the last laugh. I made an air bubble at the bottom of the lake. Our friends kept waiting for us to come up. But hey, when you're the son of Poseidon, you don't have to hurry. And it was pretty much the best underwater kiss of all time. I want to see this kiss now. Forget the rain kiss, underwater kiss. Yes. So I did finally finish Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Technically the 5th book, which was I think the final book for a while, but then in 2023 he released number 6, and then 2024 he released number 7. So, but there is a Heroes of Olympus series as well that I'm going to be reading, but I'm going to read those 2 other books first, the newer books first. So yeah, because I think those are what they're going to be making the show out of, and I'm so very excited. I'm so very excited. So most of the kids are going to be being claimed now. That's what Percy wanted from the God's gift for saving the world. He said, you're going to start claiming your kids. You're going to start claiming these kids. And we're going to build a Hades cabin. So at the end, we saw like Nico getting to build like his own cabin basically, and designing it how he wants. And I just love the ending. It felt really good to me. But I'm also really excited to read the other 2 that are in the series that Rick Riordan has released recently. But right now I'm also gonna do my little book journal because I have not filled it out yet, and there is a few books that I have not put in any journal. Actually, there's a lot. So I need to go on my Goodreads and go ahead and do that. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and put all the Percy Jackson books that I've just read. But yeah, but we will be starting number 6 next, but I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, we'll be starting number 6 next. I have been reading more of Percy Jackson than the Chalice of Gods, but I have also realized that it's technically set after the events of Heroes of Olympus, which I have not read yet, but I think it's fine because I haven't got like too many spoilers for it, and I still feel like it kind of just is going along the lines. So I'm gonna read that, and then I'm still gonna read the 7th one, and then I'm gonna read Heroes of Olympus series. But I'm really enjoying it so far. So Percy is now a senior in high school. Him and Annabeth are official. I love them. I just love them. I love their relationship so far, like how it shows them acting all like cuddly and cute. Like I just love them. And Percy is wanting to go to Olympus College, and to do that he has to complete 3 prophecies, or 3 quests, and get recommendation letters from 3 different gods to get into the college now, even though he's saved the world for them multiple times. So I think that's really strange too. It's really weird. But we do get to see Percy, Annabeth, and Grover again together, and we do kind of get to see his life a little bit in New York, which I'm kind of really liking. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it so far, but I do need to read the Heroes of Olympus, so that'll probably be what I'll be reading next after I read the Twilight series, because I need to read that soon. But I'm really enjoying it. Let me see what chapter I'm on. On chapter 14, they're meeting. They got turned into 8-year-olds again. I felt really bad for Percy, like seeing him deal with his ADHD and like how he thought he was basically like just weak when he was younger, and I don't know, that just made me a little sad. And it says Iris gives me a stick, so now they're meeting with the goddess Iris. I can't remember what she's the goddess of, but she's like the communication, like they're the ones that they throw the Andromedas in the water and like the communication. She also loves color. I have to look that up. I have to remember. But I'm probably gonna do some more reading on the bus, and then I do have to work. So maybe I can film myself reading during work, but probably not. But I will be trying to read and finish this tonight. But yeah, that's where we're at. So it is way later. I went to work and all that, and it has been, I have read a few more chapters. I'm on chapter 23 now. I think we were maybe on chapter 19 or maybe 18, something like that. So I did get a little bit further. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tonight, but I'm gonna try to, because I still need to go to bed like 1, because I scheduled a DoorDash McDonald's order for my breakfast in the morning, and I need to be up for it. And I also just want to get up early because, I mean, I have tomorrow off besides my 1 class, so I think I should be good. But I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. Okay, so Iris, I figured out, she is like the god. She used to be like the goddess of messengers, and she's like the goddess of the rainbow, basically. I love her. I really kind of love her. She's an iconic. I need to see her in the shows, because I assume that they really started making the show because the book came out. Like, the newer books came out. And I also don't know where I'm gonna find number 7, because I don't think it's on my Libby app. That's where I'm reading number 6 on right now. So we're gonna have to see. There's like a 4.5. I think I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook of that. Like, there's like a novella. I think I might just listen to that audiobook, honestly. Because I didn't know there was one until I looked on Libby, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so they went and visited her, and she was like, I don't have that chalice, but if you go on a quest for me, I could probably find you some information. So they went on a quest for her and they had like a staff, and she wanted to like restore her staff. Basically, she's still not even gonna use it. She just wants to restore it for some reason and make rainbows, I guess, which is cool. Yes, it's awesome. But they literally had to go to a pool of snakes, and Percy was running away from snakes, and with Rainbow, he's creating rainbows and shit. So yeah, it's just lovely. We're having a lovely time. It's crazy because like Percy's still going to school during all of this, and that hasn't happened in any of the other ones. So I think that's really interesting to see, like, he's going to school and then he's going on a quest, and then he's like, I'm doing this now. I don't know, it's like, I like seeing the dynamic of all of it. It's really interesting. Yeah. And Percy's mom is pregnant with Paul. They're having another baby's open. It's immortal. And they told Percy. I'm so excited. I'm very excited, personally, because she deserves all the happiness she can get. And if Paul gives her that, fine by me. Fine by me. Fine by me. So I think I'm going to try to read just for a little bit. Maybe finish it, maybe not. I think there was like 30-something chapters. Let's look. Yeah, there's like 35 chapters, so maybe we'll get to chapter 30 and just have 5 chapters left. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna continue reading. I had a plan. If she tried to flush me again, I would command the water to lift me towards the ceiling. Then I would steal her jar of Jolly Ranchers and run back to the class, laughing maniacally. And the best scout of the god, let me guess, a wrestling match. Excuse me, I need to word with my client. I'm talking about Percy. I love her. Yeah, I agree. Why are they having brunch at breakfast time? And it's early, so they got the chalice, but they need to bring her back early. Love it. So we do have 5 more chapters left. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, and then we're probably gonna start the other one tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. We have 5 more chapters until we're done with Percy Jackson. So I said we go ahead and try to finish it before my class starts, which it starts in like 40 minutes. So I think we have time. Zeus started a story. It was about being in his father's stomach while his mom was there. Anyways. So I have finished Percy Jackson and the Chalice of Gods. He ended up having to go all the way to Olympus to give the chalice back. And then he had to like go into the car, this like little dessert cart or whatever, because they were having brunch, like I said. And almost got caught by the lion. The lion almost got his ass. What did Athena also saw him too, but she didn't snitch on him either, and we also think that's because of Annabeth.
because she likes him with Annabeth, and Annabeth even said that she wants to be with him, like, for life, basically. So that maybe be the reason, because Athena knows that Annabeth wants to be with him for life. And he did get his first recommendation letter that he did have to write himself. And I like seeing that scene at the end where they were all just kind of laughing together and trying to write this out. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying the series. I'm really enjoying the book. And yeah, I need to figure out how to download the last book and get it on my Kindle because I don't want to pay for it. Because I have it on Hoopla, but it's not on Libby. But I don't know how to download Hoopla books to my Kindle and make them go to transfer to my Kindle so I can read it on there. But we're gonna try to figure it out. But yeah, I'm in love with this. I do like how he's more proud of being like his mom though than his dad, because I'm sorry, but the gods suck as parents. He literally called the school one time and called it out. Like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, I like that he's more proud of his mom than he is his dad. I love that. So I have started reading Percy Jackson and the Wrath of the Triple Goddess, and we learned this triple goddess is actually Hecate because she like represents the mother, the maiden, and the crone, which is all of the empowerments of women and basically all of the by the way, yes, I am in a stall. I'm not using the bathroom. I'm just in a stall to record this right now so I don't look like a weirdo. Because I'm sitting outside for like a philanthropy thing. We're raising money, so I'm sitting outside and I came in here to use the bathroom, so I thought I'd record this real quick while I continue reading. And Hecate just literally wants Percy and them to babysit her animals at her house, which is a big demon dog, and then what it's called, it's like a little cat thing, but it's not really a cat, it's like a demon cat almost, and it's like really small, almost ferret-like. Love it so far. I'm loving it. This one seems like the easiest one so far, but also the fact that Hecate like stopped him from doing other stuff before makes me a little weirded out. And Annabeth for some reason wants to throw like a big Halloween party, so she thinks this house is perfect for it. That's kind of where we're at right now. They've already kind of been introduced to the pets and Hecate has already left. And I'm enjoying this book so far. Then the last book is going very well and I'm enjoying it. It should be the last one before he goes to college, hopefully. We all knew it was gonna go to they left Grover alone because Annabeth and Percy had to go to school. They had a plan that Grover was gonna come pick them back up and walk the dogs and walk the animals again. Percy waited an hour and realized that they were not coming, so he ran back, and Annabeth was also running back at the same time. They show up at the house and realize that the milkshake thing that Hecate told them not to eat because she like is making potions or whatever, she like is making stuff, and told them not to mess with it and just to take the milkshake out of the thing and put it in the freezer. Grover had eaten it and turned like giant, burped, turned small again. And the whole house was basically destroyed. All of the stuff was everywhere, so they had to clean all that up. And the animals are lost. So that's what we're worrying about now. And Mr. Bruner, though, is back at teaching, which is Chiron. So we love that, and he helped Percy a little bit find out more about Hecuba, because the dog Hecuba, one of the hellhound that they're helping babysit, and the polecat that they're helping babysit, they're both they used to be humans. So he learned a little bit about her and her story, and yeah, and she hates Greeks, so she's probably still there looking for the Greeks, trying to terrorize them. Love it. Love that for her. She's a queen. Oh yeah, also, Percy, the first time they looked for Hecuba, he found a hellhound puppy. And he's calling him Alley Boy, but then he's calling Annabeth Mom.
I love that. And then Grover's chew toy to him. Apparently that's his name. Love that. Now he's been sucked into something. They got Hecuba on the leash. Boom, she jumped away. She realized. Hecuba's back home.
Waiting around like scared little.
I understand where Percy's coming from, because why would he continue to do something that could literally make him dissolve into nothing? With the reconnecting with nature thing and grounding himself? No. I also forgot that Grover was on the council thing, like the big council. He important. I forget that. Happy though. I said I don't think Philomena's gonna be back for your lunch break. Percy, they went to the sister's perfume shop. Percy got sprayed with some blue spray, and now he's paralyzed. Love it. Moore is just so cute. Annabeth is just so menacing. The way that she just like came up, like she like walked in the store with a knife. I'm like, sorry, you're gonna be in camera, alright, because you asked for it. You're so pretty though. I just love you. Yeah, I love her though. I love Annabeth. Like their relationship, I love them. Percy, is that? I think that's what they call it. Whenever Annabeth joined the chat, whoa. SEG, that I feel like that's Sally Jackson, but I don't know her middle name. Because that has something to do with Hectate's school, which is what her house used to be. And he's mentioning it again because Annabeth's like trying to trick one of the Naiad twins into believing that like she was trained by Cersei and all that because of like when they went to Cersei's Island the first time. But yeah. So I think SEJ is Sally, but so I don't know. I feel like maybe Sally Jackson has something to do with the school closing. I'm confused, but that's my theory right now. They're torturing Gale. Not Gale. She's just a little polecat, okay? She doesn't want to do this. They're making bees sting her. It's horrible. Right. Yeah. Percy, you do not touch his woman. He's gonna kill anybody who touches his woman. I love how mad he gets anytime somebody touches Annabeth or even, tries to harm her. He's done for. Like, you are going to die. Don't touch Annabeth. Violent, yes. With Annabeth in danger, my qualms about attacking nymphs in their boutiques evaporated. Yeah. They done got turned into beasts. Well, Grover just got turned into normal human legs. Annabeth has now a face, and now Percy has octopus arms. And they said there's no cure. I knew it. SCJ is Sally Jackson. Sally Estelle Jackson. Yeah. So, and the house is, still falling apart. And they figured out that it was happening the whole time. Because, I guess the purpose was lost of it. The school part. So, yeah. And I knew it. SCJ was gonna be Sally Jackson, and then Percy, or Annabeth, I mean, wants to talk to like the famous architect that's buried at her school or whatever. So yeah, we're on a lovely time. So they've got all the pets back. Gail had to fucking return them back to their normal states with the magic, because she's awesome. She's a great witch. And we learned that Hecate, I don't know how to say her name. Hecate, I don't know. I don't, because I've heard it pronounced differently. But she gave her an option. She gave Gail an option, actually, and Gail decided to be a cat, or the polecat. So yeah, and she didn't even take the cure that Percy offered her instead of him taking it. But I knew SCJ was going to be Sally. I knew it. They summoned the dead. Percy took the torch from Annabeth and walked them all the way back to the place. And then they got the house rebuilt, but then Percy dropped one of the torches before they could banish them. So that's where we're on right now. I think we're on like chapter 23. So we're doing great. Just as wonderful right now. Everything goes wrong. I mean, has to before it gets better, I guess. Hecate, I don't know. Now he's here. Gods and their children, they always have problems. Now people are possessed by spirits too, so that's just great. A horse just crushed his face.
I do not know why. You do not
acting like an asshole.
He was not crushed. We're all good.
It wasn't you.
Janet the eel helped him out. That's so funny because they invited all of their friends to a Halloween party. They forgot to cancel it, and now a bunch of kids from camp showed up, so now we're all fighting ghosts. This is just great. They said, gross. Can we fight them? Yes, please. Like Annabeth screamed. He got the recommendation letter. Okay, Matt alive, man. Such a great ending. Ended with him and Annabeth kissing, and I am so excited for the third book, which I assume will wrap it all up, and then they'll be in college. I love that. So yeah, I assume the last one's not out, though, because, yeah. I do need to read some of the novellas. I really do need to do that. But I have finished the Percy Jackson series, and the way that I ended up downloading this, I got it for free. I think I said I was going to show that on my TikTok. I don't know. But it's like a document almost. But yeah, I'll probably show that on my TikTok. I'm going to make one. But yeah, this was such a good video. This was so much fun. I loved reading this entire series. So good. So good. Loved it. Loved it all. Loved every second of it. This whole series is so good. I'm so excited to see all the stuff like on screen now, because I'm assuming they started making the show now because of the new books, and they're gonna show all the new stuff. And I'm so excited because we actually get like age accurate characters, and it's just so good. So good. And I'm probably gonna do reaction videos on my TikTok of me actually watching the movies, because I have not seen those yet. But yeah, I enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Love y'all.